Team Managing for Success. Meeting the team Managing for Success. Amy Hubbard, Marketing, in charge of writing and editing. Daniel Gopal, Finance, in charge of writing and presentation. Jordan Pearson, Information Systems, in charge of writing and presentation. Kristen Callahan, Finance, in charge of filming and writing. Rebecca Morris, Accounting, in charge of writing. We have created a finger puppet show. The task is 5 students are put into a group to create a presentation about business topics learned in class. The object is the focus of this project is to teach students the fundamentals of management in an entertaining TV show. We're approaching this with drama and humor. The target audience. We're looking to target college students at USF St. Pete and anyone who wants a basic understanding of management. The location. Since we are part of the online class, we've been meeting at the USF St. Pete Nelson Pointer Memorial Library to work on our project. Our TV character names are Santa, and he's the owner. Henry is the investor partner. We have Kyle, who will be making cigars, Jen, who's our cashier, and Susan, who is a bartender. Santa. Santa is a visionary who has a passion for cigars so much that he decided to pursue his dream and open up his very own cigar shop in Ybor City. It is not long until his dream becomes a reality that Santa realizes he will need help to make and sell his cigars. Henry. Henry is recruited by Santa and takes part ownership of the business. Santa believed Henry is the kind of partner he needs to make his cigar shop a success, but it isn't long until Santa sees Henry's true side. Henry soon develops lazy habits and mistreats the employees. If Henry doesn't change his attitude, he can ultimately ruin the business. Kyle. Kyle was hired by Santa to make the cigars at the shop. He is a hard-working, dedicated employee. He puts in many hours and goes above and beyond his duties to make sure his cigars are the highest quality that can be bought. Santa is more than impressed by his performance. However, he is threatening to quit unless Henry stops mistreating him. Jen. Jen is the head cashier at the cigar shop, who is in charge of the finance department. It is because of her incredible service skills that keep customers coming back. She loves working for Santa, but has been unhappy since Henry started and wants to have a meeting to discuss the solution to this problem that will affect the entire business. Susan. Susan was the bartender that gave Santa and Henry the tip about a good location to open the shop. Kyle and Jen end up at Susan's bar after work every so often and become friends. Susan is then the person to suggest having a meeting with Henry. So far, episodes. Episode 1. Management skill is individual decision making. It's the introduction of Santa and Henry. They meet and decide to become equal partners. Episode 2 is group decision making. Santa and Henry agree on a location to open their store. They receive a tip on a prime location from a bartender they met named Susan. Episode 3. Recruiting and Selecting. This is the introduction of Kyle and Jen. Santa hires 2 new employees, a cashier and a cigar maker. Episode 4. Formulating a strategy. Santa, Jen, and Kyle set up the shop in a way that should maximize the success of the business. Alright, and here is our episode 1. We're going to give you a sneak peek of our TV show.
Hello, are you Henry?
Yes, Santa?
Yeah, great to finally get together. I know you must be very busy with your other businesses.
No, it's great to meet. I recently sold a business, so I'm ready to start a new project.
That's great.
Well, give me the rundown of your business.
So, it has always been my dream to open my own cigar shop. I am ready to open a place in Ybor, but I need need startup funds in order to make it work.
I see. As you know, there are many cigar shops in Ybor. Why should I invest in something that already exists?
Yes, I'm well aware of that, but the competitors here are making unfresh cigars, and some are even selling illegal Cuban cigars. I wrote President Obama last year, and he approved that I can sell tobacco leaves from Cuba.
Wow, that is unheard of. Have you given any thought of what your shop would have?
I envisioned an air-ventilated lounge. That way smokers and even non-smokers could enjoy the place. We will have a bar area that sells beer and wine, and several tables and lounge areas to gather people from friends or business partners.
That sounds like a place I would go to. What about your numbers?
Well, for cigars, I plan to sell them around $4 to $10 per cigar. It costs me an average about $1 to make them.
Great margins. I've invested in businesses like these before. I always act as a partner with my investments, so I come with money as well as my expertise on marketing and business.
Oh, that would be great. However, I plan to be deeply involved with the day-to-day operations and management. What type of marketing have you done in the past?
I've done a lot of press releases, grand openings, and loyalty programs that have done awesome of getting people in and have them be devoted customers. So I'm willing to make a deal today.
Wow, that would be great. I'm dying to get started.
I'm willing to write a check for $100,000 today to get this business started. As I said before, this also comes with my partnership and me being involved in everything.
Let's get started.
That's our first episode. Now, it is to be continued. You will find out what happens in the rest of the season, in the second half